Let me ask you about this. Several of my Democrat colleagues have today, just today in this hearing, multiple times have compared parents who show up at school board meetings, like Mr. Smith here, have compared them to criminal rioters. You think that's right? You think that a parent who shows up at a school board meeting, who has a complaint, who wants to voice that complaint, and maybe she doesn't use exactly the right grammar, you think they're akin to criminal rioters? Do you agree with that?
I do not, and I do not remember any senator here making that comparison.
Oh, really? These people are just like the folks who came here on January 6th and in the riot at the Capitol?
I don't think they were referring to the picture that you're showing there.
Well, I certainly would hope not, but they were referring to parents who go to school board meetings. Mr. Smith is a parent who went to a school board meeting. I'll leave it at this, General Garland. You have weaponized the FBI and the Department of Justice. Your U.S. attorneys are now collecting and cataloging all the ways that they might prosecute parents like Mr. Smith because they want to be involved in their children's education and they want to have a say in their elected officials. It's wrong. It is unprecedented, to my knowledge, in the history of this country, and I call on you to resign.
Today, we're diving into a heated exchange between Senator Josh Hawley and Attorney General Merrick Garland during a Judiciary Committee hearing. This one's making waves, and for good reason. Senator Hawley grilled AG Garland on a controversial memo that brought the DOJ and FBI into local school board matters. Stick around as I break down this intense debate and unpack what it means for parents, free speech, and government overreach.
Do you think a parent who makes a phone call to a school board member that she has elected, that school board member deems annoying, should be prosecuted, General Garland?
No, I don't, and the Supreme Court has made quite clear that the word intimidation with respect to the constitutional protection is one that directs a threat to a person with the intent of placing the victim in fear of bodily harm or death. Prosecutors who investigate these cases know the Supreme Court's. This is a very famous leading case.
Prosecutors do, but parents don't, General Garland. Do you think that a parent who looks at the 13 different federal crimes that your Justice Department has identified they might be subject to and prosecuted for, like making annoying phone calls, do you think that they're going to feel that they're welcome to speak up at a school board meeting? How about this one? They could be prosecuted for using the internet, I guess that would be Facebook, in a way that might cause emotional distress to a victim. Is that a crime of violence?
Senator, I haven't seen the memo that you're
Why
talking
haven't
about,
you?
and I don't, even from the description, it doesn't sound like it was addressed to parents. But if you
No, it wasn't addressed to parents. It was addressed to prosecutors. That's the problem. Why haven't you seen the memo?
I don't know why I haven't. I don't look at I do not get every memo that every U.S. attorney sends out. But if you're
Wait a minute. I just want to be sure I understand this. This is a memorandum that collects 13 different federal crimes parents could be charged with. It has United States Department of Justice on the top of it, and you're telling me you haven't seen it?
Who's the memo from, Senator?
The United States Department of Justice, United States Attorney for the District of Montana.
I have not seen a memo from the District of Montana.
Not high enough priority for you?
That's not the question. I don't.
It is the question. Answer my question. Is it not a high enough priority for you when you're threatening parents with 13 different federal crimes? These aren't crimes of violence. You've testified today you're focused on violence. That's not what your U.S. attorneys, they work for you. That's not what they're saying. You haven't seen it because it's not a high enough priority, or what?
Question of priority. No one has sent me that memo, so I haven't seen it.
What do you mean no one has sent you the memo? You run the United States Department of Justice, do you not?
There are 115,000 employees of the Department of Justice.
Indeed, and you are in charge of every one of them. And this was a
not
sufficiently important case that you issued a memo. You, over your signature, issued a memo involving the FBI and the Department of Justice in local school boards, local school districts. Your U.S. attorneys are now threatening prosecution with 13 different crimes, but it's not a high enough priority for you. It got lost in the mix.
I'll send again. I've never seen that memo.
That's what concerns me, General Garland.
Hawley pressed Garland. Should parents fear federal prosecution for speaking out at school board meetings? Garland denied this, but admitted he hadn't even seen the memo detailing these crimes. What do you think? Are these measures justified to maintain order? Or is this government overreach? Let me know in the comments, and if this kind of deep dive analysis is your thing, subscribe to the channel for more. This is where things got personal. Senator Hawley brought up the case of Scott Smith, a father from Loudoun County, Virginia. Smith's daughter was sexually assaulted in a school bathroom, and when he tried to raise concerns at a school board meeting, he was arrested and treated like a criminal. Hawley highlighted how AG Garland's memo, combined with prosecutorial guidance from the DOJ, could intimidate parents like Smith from speaking up. He accused Garland of weaponizing federal law enforcement against ordinary citizens. This raises a critical question. Are parents being silenced for exercising their First Amendment rights? Hawley argued that treating concerned parents as potential criminals is both unprecedented and dangerous. If you believe parents deserve a voice in their children's education, hit that like button and share this video. Together we can shine a light on these critical issues. In the final moments of the exchange, Hawley delivered a powerful statement. Either AG Garland isn't in control of his own department, or he knew exactly what his memo would unleash. He called on Garland to take responsibility for the chilling effect this has had on parents nationwide. Hawley's parting words were a direct challenge. He called for Garland to resign, arguing that the DOJ's actions are a dangerous overreach into the lives of ordinary Americans. So, where do we go from here? Should there be more accountability for how federal agencies engage with local issues? Share your thoughts below. I'm curious to hear what you think. This fiery exchange between Senator Hawley and AG Garland is a reminder of how important it is to stay informed about government actions that affect our everyday lives. Whether you're a parent, a teacher, or just a concerned citizen, this is a conversation we all need to pay attention to. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the stories that matter most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.